What if the US government doesn't truly control American money? What if private bankers decide its value? The interest rates on your mortgage, the price of everything you buy, all decided by a select few. In 1913, a secret event changed the world's financial system forever, a story they never taught you. This is the secret history of the Federal Reserve, an institution shrouded in mystery and power. In November 1910, powerful men boarded a private train in New Jersey. They used fake names. Whispers filled the air. Their destination was a closely guarded secret. Nobody was to know. These men represented a quarter of the world's wealth: bankers, politicians, financial titans. Their destination, Jekyll Island, a private resort off Georgia's coast, owned by J.P. Morgan. For 9 days, locked away from public view, they drafted the blueprint for the Federal Reserve. Senator Nelson Aldrich, Paul Warburg, Frank Vanderlip, key figures were all present. Upon their return, they denied the meeting ever happened. The truth emerged years later. Most assume the Federal Reserve is a government agency, a part of the U.S. Treasury. It is not. The Federal Reserve is a privately owned central bank with 12 regional banks. These regional banks are owned by private commercial banks, creating a unique structure. The Fed sets interest rates impacting every loan, mortgage, and business in America. It creates money out of thin air, literally deciding how many dollars exist in the world. All this with almost no direct oversight from Congress. Its independence was built in. On December 23, 1913, the Federal Reserve Act was quietly signed into law. The timing was no accident. Most congressmen had already gone home for Christmas. President Woodrow Wilson later feared he had unwittingly ruined my country. For the first time, a private institution controlled the nation's money supply. The men who designed it, the Jekyll Island conspirators, were now in charge. The fox wasn't just guarding the henhouse. It built it, wrote the rules, and held the keys. When the Federal Reserve injects money, it doesn't print physical cash. Instead, it buys government bonds, essentially IOUs, with money created digitally. The government gets cash. The Fed holds a bond, a promise of repayment with interest. And who pays that interest? You do, through your taxes, billions annually. This system allows private banks to profit from the very existence of money itself. The cost is passed silently on to every working person through inflation, taxes, and debt. To grasp the Fed's power, look at history. In 1929, it triggered the Great Depression. Milton Friedman, Nobel laureate, concluded the Fed's aggressive tightening caused the crash. In 2008, the Fed created trillions to bail out banks without a single public vote. In 2020, during COVID, the Fed created more money than in its entire previous century. The result: the worst inflation ordinary Americans had seen in 40 years. Every time the system breaks, the Fed steps in, creates money, and the people pay. The banks, meanwhile, always survive, always emerging stronger from the crises. Today, the Fed is led by a chairman appointed by the president, confirmed by the Senate. But look at their backgrounds. Alan Greenspan, Ben Bernanke, Janet Yellen. They all have deep ties to banking and investment firms before joining government. Jerome Powell, the current chairman, was a partner at the powerful Carlyle Group. These are not outsiders. They're insiders, rotating between finance and government. They set policies affecting everyone, yet remain almost invisible to the public. In its 100-year history, the US dollar has lost over 97% of its power. The gap between rich and poor has widened to historic levels. The institution, at the center of it all, controlling money, setting rates, deciding bailouts, created in secret by bankers, for bankers, and never once fully audited. So, the next time someone asks who controls the money, now you know the secret. If you found this video valuable, subscribe and hit the bell for more untold stories. Next week, we delve into the man who tried to destroy the Federal Reserve and almost succeeded.